I became Washington reporter for my TV station, WDSU TV New Orleans, in 1958, and soon thereafter I met Senator John Kennedy, who was then a U.S. Senator, and I did a regular weekly half-hour television show for my station, and one of my guests one weekend was Senator Kennedy, and it was believed that he was gunning towards the running for president, so of course a lot of the questions pertain to that, and he was reluctant to talk about it, but he had agreed to the interview and he was game and he went on. At the end of the interview, he wanted to know if I would eliminate one question and one answer because he thought he tipped his hand too much, and I told him I couldn't do that. That it wouldn't be ethical, and he sort of said, well, he understood. Well, the film that we were used to record the interview was being processed at the Capitol in Washington, and the laboratory was controlled by the United States Senate. When I got my program ready to send back to New Orleans for broadcast, I discovered that the question and answer that the senator had objected to had been erased, had been edited out of the, cut out of the tape, the film rather. It was not tape, film. All in all, it still was a good interview though, but it was an interesting experience with the United States Senate and Ted Kennedy. The next time I saw Senator Kennedy, he was president, and I was at the White House covering a story, and Congressman Hale Boggs from New Orleans was at the White House at the same time, and he saw me. He said, would you like to meet the president? I said, oh, sure. I haven't seen him for several months. So we went in to see the president, had our pictures taken. He chatted. He asked some questions about politics in Louisiana, you know, and he did not mention, nor did I mention, the fact that he had helped erase the question and answer when he was running for president. The last encounter I had with President Kennedy, he came to New Orleans as president to make a public appearance, and WDSU, I was now news director at WDSU and had left Washington, and we did an hour and a half program with him with his live speech, and I was host of that, and I narrated the program and introduced JFK. And it was really a fun event. There was a mini parade down St. Charles Avenue, and my wife Harriet and eldest son John stood on the street corner and watched him as the motorcade came by. So the whole family got a little flavor of JFK. He was like a breath of fresh air when he came to New Orleans, and it was a great experience for the city and for me.